Welcome back to Scott's Music Cave. I'm Scott Reed, and this is my 1972 Mark VI tenor saxophone that I've finished overhauling, and it's currently for sale. I wanted to show it to you. I wanted to show you some of the things I did for the overhaul, and I guess I could even play it at the end of the video. I will play it. So this one is, I've showed it in earlier videos, or one video I think, and it is a closet horn. You can see that it has hardly been played. There's a couple really minor like neck strap scratches here, and really not even any chair dings. It's just a little wear and tear from being played. And these Mark VIs in general have pretty thin lacquer, and you don't see very many of them that are this nice. I always see something like this and I assume that it's probably been played in high school back in the day for a couple, two or 3 years, maybe in college for a year or two, and then put in the closet until someone like me gets a hold of it and brings it back to life. This horn did not play at all. Sometimes you get them and they're on old pads, but they still played pretty well. The pads looked really waterlogged and it was not playing at all. So I couldn't even get a feel for it until it was done with the overhaul. I did solid brass resonators with Pisoni pads from Italy, and the horn overall was pretty tight. Like, did a little bit of key play stuff here and there. Cleaned it. It wasn't too dirty, but gave it a quick bath. I don't really go too crazy with the cleaning. I just do soap and water. I get really concerned with using any chemicals that I'm going to hurt the lacquer or take the lacquer off, which I know I'm overly cautious, which is good because, look at this. You don't want to hurt this lacquer. So besides what I did with the pads, I did glue this in with the shellac, traditional shellac, flake shellac that I melt into sticks. I used a mixture of natural cork, some really dense felt, and some tech cork here and there. And it's pretty quiet. I'm right, my microphone's right here, so it's going to sound extra noisy. The one thing I haven't addressed yet are these side ball joint keys, which they're bone dry right now, so they're really noisy. So I haven't done any treatment to those. I might try some Teflon or some heavy grease. Those are always a battle. Let's see. I'm still going to do some key venting stuff on it, but I do wrap a lot of the pieces in felt to keep it quiet. You can, like this low C sharp, these tilting B flat spatulas are always really noisy, but I wrap that little nub that sticks out in the felt, and my microphone's right here, so that's pretty dang quiet. And I end up using the dense felt on a lot of areas. I do on the back side. I've done the dense felt where the key feet hit, but that just tends to get really noisy, so I use just more of a traditional, I don't know, if like what would be in a pad or something. It's a softer felt, and that seems like something I'm always struggling with because they're pretty quiet right now, and then if 6 months the felt's compressed and it's noisy again. And so there wasn't any major issues with key play. I did take some key play out. I think the rods and the posts were all fairly straighted. A little bit of post aligning. Get the key tension evened out. I loosened it up a little bit too. The new horns in general they just put really tight spring pressure, and I think they do that because it forces you to push down harder. And so if there's any leaks from the crappy factory setup, you're forced to push down on the key harder, which I just don't like how that horn feels with a really strong spring tension. So I did loosen the spring tension up and even it out a little bit. And it plays really nice. So let me get my mouthpiece and set up a different microphone, and we will play this thing. Okay, I'm using my Shure SV88 microphone, which sounds really good for something you can just plug into your iPhone. So if you liked the video, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment, follow. My name's Scott Reed. I'm a woodwind repair technician. I buy, sell, trade, and collect musical instruments. I play music professionally, and now I have a YouTube channel.